Got Owen back there peeling our next log for Hey everybody, it's July 5th. We spent a few hours out at the lake yesterday, took a little break. Today we're getting back on the house. We're gonna try to get this wall behind me framed and possibly start on this wall over here. We'll see. It's hot out. We got Owen pulling the Tyvek off that back wall there because it just, that when the sun is reflecting off of it, it makes it way hotter. So we're getting that off and get going on these walls. Here you can see what the concrete looks like dry. It turned out awesome. Here's our entryway. We did 3 foot by 3 foot squares, 4 by 4 squares out here. Really like the way it turned out.
Good.
Go up here. Let's start on this side.
Oh.
Oh, that's tight. Dude, how about some straight needle nose? Those things are gonna give me freaking tetanus. Yeah, I need to get a tetanus shot after this rusty one. Dude, look at it, it came out. Oh. I don't know if it's gonna come.
Just rip it out.
Well, I want to go slow so I don't get more splinters. Oh.
Oh. Oh. There it goes. Yikes. Oh.
Owen, will you grab the electrical tape?
Oh.
God dang. Yeah, that ain't gonna be bad.
right?
I'm trying to move it that way.
Yeah.
Trying to get it.
Good.
Now it's not.
Yep.
2?
Sure. Put the level on it. And go. Let's just get the good. Yeah. Turn it. Yeah. You're good. Good. Hook this back up. Good. Now I'll need something up there. Well, it's 10:30. It is so much better working at nighttime when it's hot out up here. But we're burnt out, so we're gonna call it a night. There was a lot going on this wall, and it has been 3 or 4 years since I framed, like really framed. So I was pretty rusty. But this will be a bedroom right here. That's Miranda's kitchen window. That is dining room area. Hopefully tomorrow we can make some headway on that wall and that wall. Well, we're getting a late start this morning. Should have been out here 2 or 3 hours ago, but kind of burnt out. So this morning, Owen and I, we're gonna start framing that wall and this wall and see how long that takes. Maybe we'll run to town later when the sun really starts hammering down on us, which it already kind of is. But try to get these 2 walls built, then run to town, get some plywood, some other stuff. I swear I made a mark there. Good?
Yeah.
Randy, you want to grab my big sledgehammer?
Yeah, hold on.
This video should have been sponsored by Puma. I'd like to take this time to thank Puma for keeping my crack under cover. If you're like me and need to keep that crack contained, Pumas can be found at your local Costco. Remember that square? Help twist it. Roll down. Go off. Good. Well, we're out of lumber. We're gonna run to town, get some plywood, get some more 2x8s. Well, we just got back from Home Depot with a load of lumber. Ran out. We're using a lot more in these walls, and I just did a rough count real fast on the 3rd before they closed. Not Home Depot, my Spinard's, the local building company that I usually go through, but I did a quick count, called it in, picked it up, and we burned through a lot more in all these posts and king studs and stuff than I thought I was gonna. But now we're just gonna frame this wall, and then I got to put some thought into what I'm gonna do for all the other walls, because they're gonna be a little bit higher wall, because we're gonna do log work on top of this wall, which means my next run of logs that'll go over the top of the first run is going to sit on that wall, which will be a hair higher, just like the gable ends. And my pony wall in the center here is also going to be just a little bit higher. So we're going to finish this wall here right now. Edit. Down. Okay, back up. Keep going. Keep going. That's good enough. Well, we're all done framing for the day. It started raining out, so we're taking a run up to North Pole in Miranda's car. Miranda's dad bought this thing new in '74. It is a 1974 Roadrunner. I'm going to North Pole to get some ice cream. Oh. Yeah. Oh. This wasn't made for a 6'4" Neanderthal. Well, the weather's changed. It has cooled off a lot here. It's starting to rain, which is going to help a lot with the fires. I'm supposed to work this week, but I took it off because it cooled off and we can actually get some work done. So I got this whole week off. We're going to try to get all these logs, all these walls built, and a lot of the log work done this week. We'll see how that works out. But today our main goal is we're going to try to get all these walls that we've built anchored down on our chalk line that we snapped. Then we're going to get them sheeted with plywood. And then we're going to get them, get some boards in here like this to get the walls very sturdy so that we can start looking at how we're going to do the log work. It's been several years since I've done log work, so I'm actually reading the book that taught me how to do it. The Rob Chambers book. I bought that when I built my cabin, and I'm just skimming through it, trying to refresh my memory. He's also got DVDs set out. I've been watching that this morning, trying to just refresh my memory on how to build a log home so that this log work goes smooth. A little more. Way too much. Actually, just hold that for a second. Let's get the string lined up there. Yeah, we're dealing with some bowed lumber here. Well, that took a little bit to get the bottom of that wall straight. That green all weather is pretty twisted when we put it up. I should have done that yesterday. It rained last night and I could barely see the chalk line, so we're trying to do a string line on the outside here. Pain in the butt. But we're gonna get this laid out for plywood. We want 8.5 feet. That way my plywood on the bottom here is a 1/2 inch off the bottom. And then when we go to sheet the inside, because I actually won't have plywood on the lid here, it's gonna be logs stacked on top. My sheetrock will be able to go in there and I won't have to cut it. So it'll be 8.5 feet on the inside and on the outside. Well, we just got all the walls sheeted. Now we're going to get them all squared up, get some stakes in the ground here to hold them where we want. Randy just got home with my coffee. And then I think our next step is to pick our first top wall logs and start working the logs. Well, we are down here taking a look at the trees, trying to number all these trees, and we're gonna measure them all, measure every butt, every tip. We're gonna check if it's got a spiral grain, like this one's got a spiral grain. That's a straight grain there. Right now we're looking for straight, real straight logs with a straight grain for our 2 top wall logs on each side. So we're gonna cut these butts off so that they're square, get measurements, and number all these logs. All of these trees were cut down at our remote cabin and hauled by snow machine 15 miles to where we had a log truck come grab them and bring them to town. If you have not seen those videos, be sure to check them out. It was quite the job skidding these 55-foot long trees out of the woods. I will share the link to those videos in the description and at the end of this video. It's 13 and a half. So 40.
Perfect.
Let's that was 55 too. So at 48,
It's gonna be big.
so 7 feet from the end, about 7 foot. $21 and a half. 23. So we'll put number 3 on that one.
No. Not like if you go up and down.
Be good. You guys stay. You guys stay out of the way.
And I'll cut this too. Well, we're getting back on this morning. I must have spent 3 hours yesterday just walking around, looking at logs, trying to figure out which log to put where, going back and forth in my head over and over and over again. I think it's just finally time that we grab a log and put it on the wall. I think that's normal when you're dealing with logs. Just got to keep looking until you finally get sick of looking, and then you just go with what you know you need to do. So last night we peeled this log. Owen just finished it this morning. If you look down it, I mean, it's a pretty straight log. There's a little bow at the end. So I'm not going to use that one for my first log. I'm going to use this guy here. I think we're going to put that guy on that far wall. And because it takes so long to plane them, what we're going to do is we're going to cut our flat in it so we know so we don't have to peel that section of the log. I mean, it's going to be a foot wide section along the whole log. You know, it's a lot less to plane. So we're going to get that picked out, or that spot picked out, and cut the flat in it, and yeah, try to get it up on the wall and get some saddles cut in it today. Well, we just went and picked up a boom truck from a buddy of mine. It hasn't moved in a few years. It made it home, but barely. So we're gonna see if we can find a fill filter on this thing. The fuel smelled pretty skunky, so get some new fuel in it, hopefully find a filter to replace, and hopefully that thing picks our logs. Start putting them things up there.
Keep going.
Okay, we got this log laid out to cut a flat in it. We're shooting for at least 11-inch wide. I went 12 here. We're 11 at the other end. A couple spots down here. It's gonna get pretty close to 11. But you can see we came back through and marked with a marker. These logs are gray, so it's hard to see that red line. But that dark line there is what we're gonna follow. I'll be on one side of the saw, Owen will be on the other. And the reason why we're doing this is it gives us a flat to put up on top of the wall. And the reason why it has to be so wide is I got a 7 1/4 inch wall, plus you got sheetrock, plus you got sheathing on plywood on the side, and then I'm putting 1.5 inches of foam on the inside. So we want this wider than the whole wall. So that's why we're cutting it so wide. On the back. A little narrow down there. It looks like it might be a little. Well, I ran the North Pole to get a fill filter for that thing, and we had a downpour. Huge thunderstorm came by. Getting back going on that log. Take you over here and show you how dirty this fuel is in this thing. Yep, that's why she didn't want to run. Well, I'm gonna get this filter changed, put this new one on, probably suck the fuel out of this thing, put new fuel in it, and get it in position to set that log that Owen is pilling.
Paisley, come.
Well, this morning I spent a couple hours running around town. The blades on this planer were super dull. Just from a couple trees that we had pilled. And when we did our cabin, we did a whole cabin on one set of blades, but we never, we were always over tundra or moss. We never got into the dirt. These have been sitting for 2 years now. And I think just from, raining, sandy crap getting up on the tree, it's in the cracks and it's dulling the blades fast. And my rip chain yesterday that I was using started off sharp, and by about halfway through the log it was dull. So I think the stuff is just in the cracks, it's in the log, so it's something we're gonna have to deal with. Luckily we only are doing a few trees. Well, Miranda's getting that log pilled. Owen and I are installing these straps. All they do is go, I'll show you here. Just going up and then over. Reason why I'm doing that is I nailed really good on the top plates here with the sheathing, and on the inside I'm doing these metal straps because these logs, if they want to twist, I don't want them to twist and just pull my top plate off because it's just nailed down to the studs. So I'm strapping that there, and I guess it's kind of like a hurricane bracket. Might not need it, but man, if a log wants to twist, it's gonna twist. So I'm just trying to prevent it from pulling that top plate out. And this thing is peeling way better with new blades on it. A bit more. A little more. Tiny. See there. So to get a straight line on the log, the only way to do that, you can't just grab the chalk line and pull back and snap it. You have to put a level, or the way that I learned how to do it on a video I watched, is you hold a level just a 1/4 inch off the chalk line on the bottom, then you bring it up, you get, I can't do it like that, bring it up, get your level, get your chalk line about a 1/4 inch away, and snap it. That's how you get a line where you need to cut. And you can see right here, you can never figure this out where this little knot is. You can see I cut high here and then it kind of drops down. You can never get that without snapping a vertical line in plane with the log. So now we'll roll it and we'll do it on the other side. Here, hold on. If you look down and zoom in, you can't see, or you can see, you would never be able to. Zoom in right down there, you see that little knot right there? You can see that line, it does not look straight from here, but that's where we got to cut to get a flat. Little more. Keep going. Good. Sometimes it's hard to see the chalk line, especially if you got this gray or dirty wood, so I just come back on the bad spots and trace. straight out there by the other one. Well, Owen and I, we just took that one down. We just did a test sit or test fit and it fit perfect. So now we're gonna put insulation up there and we're gonna screw it down. My dad just showed up. We set this one last night. We're gonna have to make some modifications to it. And then I will put it up there and we will be done with it. So Dad came over to run the boom truck. We're gonna get it down here in these blocks and put the saw to it for a few minutes. Okay, boom, boom down. Okay. You see that there?
Yeah.
Am I going up it? Sprint. Sprint. Go down.
stay outside in the pouring rain than go inside by himself.
Well, last night, Owen and I, we came out and put that log up after it quit raining. And we got Owen back there peeling our next log for one of these tie logs. It's Thursday afternoon, so we're gonna end this video here. Miranda's gonna start editing it, so hopefully we can have it out this weekend for you guys. But yeah, that's all the log work we got done. These logs are all fully secured where they're gonna go. That one right there. So in the next video, we should have a lot more logs on the wall. See you guys next time.